I'm here in beautiful New York City, my hometown, where I get to visit my parents and not talk to my father about props, even though I'm actually here to visit Heritage Auctions. Their giant Game of Thrones preview is going on right now, and the auction, October 10th, 11th, and 12th in Dallas, Texas. Go to ha.com. We're going inside. We're going to check out a whole bunch of stuff. Come with me. Alrighty, I am here with two incredible objects. Number one, the hero Longclaw from Game of Thrones, which we'll get to in a second. But number two, Joe Maddalena.
Lot 327.
You can buy them. We've got 6 of them in the auction.
Yeah, it's like
this is pretty incredible. Let's just start by saying 3 days. I'm going to keep saying these dates.
Yes.
10th, 11th, and 12th. Go to ha.com. Order yourself a catalog. It's incredible. Check it all out online. This is over a year in the making.
Yeah, it's been about a year. We started our journey in Belfast. Wow. It was kind of like September.
Because that's where that was the headquarters.
Yeah, so I was looking at some photo memories. So September 12th of last year, we were in Belfast, and we had our first tour of the archives. And it was a combination of going to the museum, where they originally shot the actual show.
Sure.
So this museum was a knitting mill, and they converted it into a soundstage, and they shot Game of Thrones there. And now there's a museum. But so it's kind of like that was still the process. What is there going to be an auction? What would it be? Would it be a few things? And those were still
at that moment you didn't even have a sense of the scope yet.
We didn't even have a sense of the scope, what was really there, because you couldn't see it. So we're in an archive in an Iron Mountain facility in Belfast, and you still can't really get a sense of scale, because it's a little overwhelming, and it's still kind of an active thing because you've got House of the Dragon going on over here and other shows going on over here. So it was hard to gauge,
Let's talk about this item for a second. 900 plus lots.
Thousands
three
of
days,
items,
thousands of items, multiples of things, different versions of things. Yeah. Again, from each season, sometimes different outfits the characters wore. But when I think of the entire show, this might be the one prop.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that just for me, although also maybe for me, but also I just mean it's the thing.
Jon Snow. It's his sword, right? So it's like you have the most beloved character, the arc, like you said, going from like obscurity, the bastard in the family, to like Jon Snow.
And this is just gorgeous. I mean, it's a hero sword, so it's actually metal. It's just gorgeous with the inlay on it, just the carving of the head, just everything about it is just gorgeous.
The detail, when you start seeing these things in person, the craftsmanship, it's incredible. I mean, everything was handmade. All the costumes, all the props, the attention to detail is unbelievable. But it's the rosebud, it's the ruby slippers. It's that moment where what's the one thing? It's the sword. It's his sword.
When I see this sword, his sword, that, I don't know, the pommel, I don't know what you even call it, the wolf there, that's the show in a nutshell. And you have variations of this sword. There are action versions, and we'll talk about that later, whatever, but this is
the hero.
The hero.
And again, for people that don't know, what a hero would be is like when an actor would have something close up in a scene where it's tight, they would put this in their hand because you can't, it's heavy, right? You could hurt somebody.
You can't work all day holding this sword.
So this is only for like extreme close-up insert shots, really detailed shots. Otherwise, you're working with an action one, lightweight. But this is it. This is the hero.
This is the one. Again, in an auction full of things, I guess if I had to predict, I predict big things. Yes.
Yeah, me too. But again, it's like you get to personal favorites because then you start walking around and you're like, for me.
No, and this is the beauty. Yeah. If you are not a player on this, there are so many options.
So many. And who's your favorite?
And all levels. And all levels. Every price point imaginable, because you could pick up a small piece of dragon glass, you can pick up a banner, you could pick up a spear, up to hero characters, White Walker masks. I mean, it's incredible. Check out all our videos on the YouTube channel. The 10th, 11th, and 12th in October. ha.com. This is going to be something special.
Yeah, fun.
Congrats.